Hi everyone, this is a very important video to help you learn how to create your Google Ads campaigns using the Google Ads editor, but without the SKAGS method. However, before we go ahead and dive deep into learning this method, I want to thank everyone who watched and liked my previous videos and left me with positive feedback. Since uploading my previous videos, I have had a lot of positive feedback from you. Once again, thank you so much for your feedback. A lot of you have asked me to create more videos on different areas of Google Ads that you are struggling with. I'll try my best to upload more videos regularly. However, the most common request was for me to create a video on non-SKAGS campaigns. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your campaigns through the Google Ads editor without the SKAGS method, but at the same time making sure that the tracking is still implemented at the keywords and the ads level. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's suppose we are planning to create a Google search campaign to generate leads for a PPC agency. Our plan is to target exact match terms segmented by different ad groups, but these ad groups will have multiple keywords in them. So in this example, we have our campaign with 3 different ad groups, and all of those ad groups have multiple keywords, as you can see here in the column C. So you will need to create something similar to this, which will have 3 different columns. One will have your campaign name. You will just need to copy the campaign name against each column based on the number of keywords that you will be uploading for your campaign. The second column will be your ad group column. Again, it depends on the number of keywords that you have in that specific ad group. Your ad group will appear here with all the different keywords that will be going into that specific ad group. So say, for example, here we have these keywords, these 5 keywords here. They will be included in one ad group, and that ad group is a PPC ad group. So for against each of these keywords, we have the PPC ad group added next to them. Same with the PPC management ad group. All the keywords are going into this ad group, but we need to make sure that we have the ad group added against each and every single one of these keywords. So once you have your template ready for these keywords, all you need to do is copy this template. So you don't need to copy the headlines. You just need to copy the from the campaign name up until the keywords, copy them, and then go into the Google Sheets template that I have shared in the description below. For those of you who are new to this video series, you can easily find my other tutorials on using the SKAGS method as well. But for this video, we will be using the non-SKAGS method. I have made some changes to this template, and now you can use this template for non-SKAGS keywords as well. So once you are in the template, you will be able to go to another tab, which is called conventional keyword list. And in this specific tab, you will need to go to the A1 column, which is the campaign column, and you will need to press Ctrl+Shift+V. So when you press Ctrl+Shift+V, it will only include the values. It will only paste the values that you have copied from your Excel, and no formatting will be pasted. So once you have added these columns here, scroll down to the right hand side and just make sure that in the custom parameters column, column H, you can just, so if we take one example here, so for the first keyword, if I go back on the right, so the first keyword is PPC expert. So the custom parameters include your campaign name that this keyword belongs to, the ad group that this keyword lies in, and the term, which is your keyword, which is PPC expert. So that shows you that when this keyword will be clicked, you will have the right tracking parameters that will be passed on into your Google Analytics. So once you have this ready, all you need to do is copy this and then paste it into Google Ads editor. But before we do that, I just want to show you 2 other things. So the first thing is you need to make sure that if you want to include a maximum CPC for your keywords, you can include the maximum CPC here. I will leave them at 30p here, but say for example, for some keywords you want to bid more and for the others you want to bid less, you can modify your maximum CPCs here, and your final URL will come on in this section here. Maybe you want to have different final URLs for each of your ad groups, but in this case, for this example, I'm using the same URL that I'll be sending traffic to for all of these keywords. But say for example, if you have different page for the PPC expert London keywords, or if you have a different page for PPC management, you can change these URLs for each of these ad groups against all of these keywords in this column here. So once you have copied your data from your keyword build template, you need to go into your Google Ads editor. And in the Google Ads editor, just make sure that you are at the account level from the top left here. And in the manage section, you are at the keywords level before pasting your data. So once you are at the keywords level, click on make multiple changes and click on this button, paste from clipboard. So once you paste your data, you need to make sure that all the headlines here, they match the different rows that are here. So we know that this is our campaign name. These are our ad groups. These are our keywords that go into those ad groups, and so on and so forth. Also on the right hand side, you can see that these are our tracking template that we have applied to this campaign, and these are our custom parameters. So once you're happy with the data here, you need to click on process, and you will see a summary screen like this. So this summary will tell you that you have added one campaign which has 3 ad groups, and in your case, if you have multiple ad groups, just make sure you count them and then check if you have added the correct number of ad groups to this campaign. So in this example here, we have 3 ad groups, and those 3 ad groups have 15 keywords. So once you're happy with this, click on finish and review changes, and then click on keep. So if we go into this campaign here, which we have just added, we have all the keywords appearing here. So if I just click on this small arrow here, and you have all the 3 ad groups appearing on the top left hand side. If I click on any of these ad groups, I will see all the keywords included in that specific ad group. So it's as simple as that. So once you're happy with the keywords, in the next step, I will show you how you can add the ads to this specific campaign against each of these separate ad groups. So once we have uploaded our keywords in the editor, we will now need to add the ads to those keywords. So we will need to go into the ad build template. I have a link in the description below for this template. So once you access this template, just go into file and click on make a copy from this template to create a copy for yourself. So once you are in the ad build template and you are in the campaign data tab, all you need to do is include your campaign name and the ad groups where you want to include the ads. So you can have different ads for different ad groups, whereas in this example, I'll just use the same ads for all the 3 ad groups. So once you have pasted the campaign name and the ad groups, click on add copy tab. And here you will see that the campaign and the ad groups have been multiplied 4 times because we will be adding 4 ads for each of these ad groups. I have already created an ad copy for these ads. So what I will do here is copy the ad copy and then go back into my ad build template and include my ad copy there for each of these ad groups. And here in the final URL, you will need to include your final URL for this for these ads. So I'll just for this example, I'll use this URL here, and I'll go back into my ad build template. And then now you'll press Ctrl+Shift+V to include the final URL, and then Ctrl+Shift+V here. So now once you have added your final URL, your ads are there against each of these ad groups, and you're happy with that, just select your campaign tab up until the custom parameters, Ctrl+C, and then go back into your ads editor. Select the account level here from the top left hand side, and from the manage section here, you need to go into the ads tab and go to expanded text ads because we are uploading the expanded text ads. So now click on make multiple changes. Again, similar process, paste from clipboard, and you need to check exactly the same things that we have checked for keywords just before. So now we have the campaign. In the campaign column, we have the ad groups there. So in this section here, it will show you that it's not importing the ad number, but don't worry about it. For some reason it says that, but it will import your ad number in your editor once you click on process. So you have your headlines, you have your descriptions, you have your URL paths, and your final URL, tracking templates, and custom parameters. So once you're happy with all the information here and it matches exactly how you want it, click on process. And once you process, it'll show you a summary that it has added 12 ads. So we had 4 ads and they were going in 3 different ad groups. So 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. So 12 ads have been added, which is correct. So once you're happy with this, click on finish and review changes. Click on keep. So now what you will see is your ads are appearing here. So if you go into your campaign and you click on any of the ad groups, so you can see that the ads are appearing against each of these ad groups. So if you want to check if the tracking has been implemented correctly, you need to click on this URL options tab here on the right hand side, and you can see that it's appearing, the campaign name is there, the ad group is there, and the ad variant is there, which was showing before that it will not be importing, but it does import that. So once you're happy with this, basically you got your keywords added, which are multiple keywords that are included in that ad group, and then you have ads included for those ad groups. Once you're happy with all the information, there is one thing that's appearing here, which I will show you. So this red thing here, which is the error message sign. So that's appearing because we haven't given a maximum CPC and a budget. So we will need to include a budget. So just for this example, if I include £10 as a budget here and press tab, it will remove that error message, but still we have this yellow triangle message appearing here, and that's because we need to add a manual CPC bid at the ad group level, which is our max CPC bid. So we can say our max CPC bid for this for these keywords is £1, and voila, it will just remove the error message. So one thing I've done wrong here, I have just selected one ad group and only added £1 for the PPC ad group, and you can see that the yellow sign is still appearing for the other ad groups. So in order to fix that and to avoid repeating adding this manually for multiple ad groups, all you can do is select any of the ad group here, press Ctrl A, and then after selecting all of the ad groups here in the middle, just add £1 here, and now this time the error will go away from all of these ad groups, and £1 will be a maximum default CPC bid for all of your ad groups. So once you're happy with these, you can go ahead and upload this campaign, but then they're showing me another error message here, which is the locations tab. So we need to select why it's appearing there. So we just need to click on this pencil icon on the right hand side, click on find location, and if I'm targeting United Kingdom, but if you're targeting any other location, you need to make sure you have the correct location appearing here and press OK, and that will the error message will go away. And once you're happy, simply click on the accounts level tab here, and then click on post, and this will go ahead and post your campaign online. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I hope you have learned something new from this tutorial, and if you liked what I shared, then please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, then make sure that you post them in the comment section of this video. If you want to see more videos like this and have not subscribed yet, then feel free to subscribe to this channel. So let's catch up in the next video.